Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFLTV. Robert, good to see you, my man. Yeah, it's been a while since I last seen you. You've had a couple of fights, been around the world, been sparring top names, getting wins. If you can, tell me what on earth's been going on in the life of Robert Lloyd-Taylor Jr.
Yeah. A lot's been going on. Just chasing down the top sparring, trying to really just get my name out there, show what I'm about. Had a couple fights since the last one. So in Harrow in October, that was my third fight. So I'm on 6 now, and then on Fridays that's going to be my 7th fight. So just trying to keep busy, trying to keep stepping up the level of opponents. So just trying to improve and get better. That's the main thing for me at the moment.
What's the one thing you've learnt about yourself most since the time I last spoke to you? So 3 fights in then, if you could pinpoint one thing, what would it be?
So I'd say my energy tank's a lot better than what I thought it was. So when I was in Ghana, I fought my first 8-rounder. I went all the way at a high pace as well, in the heat as well, which was a massive thing. And I felt great after. So that really showed to me personally what I'm about. It showed that I got the heart, I got the skills to be able to go through 8 rounds, and especially against a tough opponent as well, because it was a Ghanaian local. You know, they're very, very strong out there, cut to pieces. So yeah, it's a great experience for me. Learned a lot.
Obviously, fighters are extremely mentally strong. Not something I myself would know about. But so was that one of the things that perhaps kind of niggled at you? Like, do fighters have these little worries and think ahead of themselves and think, when I go forward, what if I don't have this Castang? What if my power doesn't carry? Like, is that something that fighters genuinely sit with early on in their career?
So I think you always get the negative thoughts, but the more you fight, the more you learn to just kind of block them out, and you just build that confidence in yourself more and more and more. So me personally, I always have that confidence in myself. I know that even if it gets tough, I'll still be able to go through it, still be able to excel through it. So you do and you don't. You just learn to get on with it, me personally.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going bloody well so far. I want to talk about them fights in Ghana. So you mentioned fighting in the heat, completing your first 8-rounder, and fighting against the locals. But in terms of the whole experience, the arena you're fighting in, I know they're packed out as well. They're like 6,000-7,000 people in there. What's the whole kind of experience like over there?
Yeah, it's great. So the arena holds about 5,000 to 7,000 people. There's people sitting all on the top of the arena, all screaming, cheering, roaring, and they all cheer for the locals as well. So it's
you public enemy number 1 that week?
Basically, yeah. So 7,000 people against me. But I loved it. I loved the challenge. It was against a tough opponent for 8 rounds as well. My first 8-rounder as a professional. So it was a great experience to be able to prove to people and prove to myself what I can do. There's nothing like it. I loved every single part of it. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's not your average route for like young British professional. But I guess there aren't many cards at this stage of your career as a professional where you're going to get 7,000 people against you. Yeah. So you've kind of ticked something off there that you've learnt that perhaps a lot of prospects around kind of your area haven't.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely it does get you used to those big crowds. Seeing all those people just roaring, cheer. It's like a gladiators arena. So to be honest, I thought I might have been a bit worried about the crowd, but when I was there, I loved every part of it. You know, it brought out the best in me as well. Because especially when all those people are watching, you don't want to let anyone down, especially all the people that know you that are watching as well. You want to impress them. You want them to enjoy the show as well. And all we got after that fight was good feedback, so it's great.
And now back to your call. Dare I say, after fighting in front of that many people, that there'll be absolutely no nerves going into Friday night?
Yeah. I never really get nervous, to be fair.
Not at all?
Nah, not really. I used to get really, really nervous. That was more in the amateurs, but now I found my what would you call it? This is like my purpose. So to be a professional, to fight the long rounds, to be able to pace myself how I like, to be able to be creative with my shots. This is what I'm made for, the professionals. So I absolutely love it here. So no nerves for me. I know what I'm able to do. I know what I want to do as well. So there definitely no nerves at the moment.
See, Friday is the focus for you. But have you mapped out how you want 2024 to go?
Yeah. So the main thing for me this 2024 is I really want to get my name out to the people. I want to show people what I'm about. I want to show off my skills. Just building my name, building my profile. And I always want to get more titles as well. So that'd be perfect for me. Just titles and building my profile. That's the most important thing for me this year.
I guess modern boxing entails a lot more than just fighting. Obviously, building your profile, you'll kind of know the sort of things that you have to do. Sometimes you've got to be the guy who gets on the mic and tells the other prospects to F off. Sometimes you've got to be the guy who has a wacky ring walk. Like, have you got kind of ideas that are sitting there that are going to kind of push you out to... Because there's so many boxers now that people can follow. You've got to kind of make yourself kind of stand out.
Yeah, you do have to be unique, 100%. See, I'm not really that big, bold, brash person. I'm more to myself, but I feel like I've got a personality that draws people towards me. I feel like my skills can draw people towards me as well. I know you've got to post a lot on social media, which I'm not really great at, but I will do it eventually. I will get better at it. So my main thing is just showing off me and my skills, and I feel like that'd be enough.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.